insanity. My man was cornered, there was no way out. So we found another angle, one they wouldn't doubt. He tricked the eye, oh they said he sold out. But he was just plotting while looking about. He burned them fast, then he made his escape. Found his own way and then his plans took shape. The seven found him and extended a hand. And now all the loopers follow his command. Let's go. Seven say, gotta find a way that I overpay. Gotta find a way, it's been too long. Gotta find a way to fight what's wrong. Gotta find a way what the seven say. Gotta find a way that I overpay. Gotta find a way, it's been too long. Gotta find a way to fight what's wrong. Keep on fighting, you know it's what we do. Keep on fighting till we see it through. Keep on fighting, you know it's what we do. Keep on fighting till we see it through. 1,000 words will fall, but this is the last. He's doing all he can to make it part of his past. Always coming for you, see how it ends. The order's going down, he got billion friends. Stop this war, it's the end of reality. The beginning of the end was never in our destiny. Part of this world, fight against insanity. If we fight together, we can stop this insanity. Stop this war, it's the end of reality. The beginning of the end was never in our destiny. Part of this world, fight against this insanity. If we fight together, this war ends now.
Previously on Fortnite Follies, the Dark Voyager saga.
There is, apparently, a new arrival on the island that I need to help check out. That would be fine and everything. Except, I don't even know where to start looking. I mean, when did we go from preparing for a Death Star ripoff that floated above Innoloop Labs for a bit before moving on to chasing after every little new arrival that makes it onto the island?
Noticing something different about my voice, due to the repeated updates and repeated loss of voices, we have moved away from Speak for Me, and now are using voices straight from the iPad via text-to-speech speed. At least, until the next update messes them up again. The V1s have completely lost their Martha voice, so you can expect them to sound different as well. But I suppose the Golden Coast is the same, isn't it? Voice actors come and go. I'm honestly lucky that a Destroyer's usual Nikki voice is not only stubbornly sticking around, but also has an enhanced version, the one yours truly is using. At least, they say, it's enhanced. If you want to give feedback on my voice, you will have to comment, or like the video if you like my voice. You rushed right in here to eliminate me mid-sentence. Did you really think I would just sit there and take it? I'm not an Arctic Series Destroyer for nothing. You just volunteered to be among the first. Yet, just keep firing. I'm about to show you why my name is Aaliyah. Ooh, did I get a mission done? Stage 6 of 12 complete weekly quests. Headshot an opponent with the sniper rifle. Ha! Now that's how you get rewarded for your weapon proficiency. I'm also noticing that merely hitting opponents with a sniper rifle can complete weekly quests as well. That's enough motivation for me. Let's do it. To be honest, I'm happy that I'm among the droids Jester trusts the most. Even if it is because Neo Carnage hijacked the Jester engineering droids years ago. The droid war ended with the defeat of Neo Carnage, as V1C1 has made it abundantly clear that Marty Jester is her one true master. The evidence? She let Jester see the moment that she eliminated Neo Carnage for the last time, and that proved her worth better than any attacks on our base ever had. Ever since then, everything has gone quiet. No attacks, no malfunctions, they rarely ever talk back. Even if they do, they have a reason to due to a reckless strategy. Ever since Neo Carnage's downfall, nothing bad has happened due to a Jester engineering droid that can be seen as a betrayal again. Due to this, Jester has finally started becoming more comfortable with his own creations again, but comfortable doesn't mean complacent. We now have checks and balances in place for the droid army. For example, the G2 microchip has been permanently discontinued due to Neo Carnage having access to their memory banks, and the G3 has solved many of their design flaws. No hints of Neo Carnage's programming survived the resulting purge. No rogue passwords, no connection to his base. And speaking of bases, we even took over his Volcano Citadel, making it our prisoners of war camp. Task Force X now has an alternative option in the form of the Silver Rangers. Hold that thought, I just spotted an enemy. Well, last match was productive. Maybe not as productive as I would have hoped, but productive nonetheless. Let's see if this match will be any better. I feel, though, like V3F51 is missing the whole point of these missions. Any anomaly can be a threat, and any threat can endanger Marty Jester and his friends. That is reason enough to investigate this anomaly. P1 has already been transformed into a shirtless, muscular man, which had to be painful to grow enough to burst out of her armor like that, and besides that, she may have to have that armor replaced, to the chagrin of General Aurora and the scientists' snapshots of the 7 Marine Corps. Here we are. I will be taking this car to complete the mission to maintain a speed of under 40 for 30 seconds. Which might be agonizing for most anyone else, but with currently nothing better to do aside from the aforementioned mission, I am perfectly fine with it. See? That's already 15 seconds thus far. Only 15 to go. Oh, I also have to travel 500 meters in a vehicle in a single match. I see nothing but benefits from playing along. Jester will be so proud of me. Ha! Got it. Now I can go full speed. I have long been fond of the Thunderhead. This old car has been with me ever since we received it during the Underground Society War. That's been, what? About 1 year now? 2 tops? Yet, I believe it was 2. Last year, we mostly fought demons, with Alpha butting in after the first encounter, then the Galactic Empire after them, and then the Swarm after the supernovas sliced off the tentacle of the Dark Presence. Then there was that whole time on Springfield Island, where we droids mostly took a backseat. But we are back. I'm back. And I hope we get some more missions past this, because I really do enjoy helping Jester out. Anyway, it's not my place to bemoan not being utilized as much as originally. We all have a place in this army, and I will accept mine. The phrase never look a gift horse in the mouth certainly applies here. I got a chance to help out again, so it's the least I can do to show my gratitude and complete the missions he assigned to me. Speaking of that, I went above and beyond this time, keeping the speed below 40 for 30 seconds, and driving 500 meters in a single match. I am on a roll. Now all I have to do to sweeten the deal is hit the remaining opponents with a sniper rifle, and I will have completed almost every mission I know about. I would be the MVD, most valuable droid. Ha! But in all seriousness, I'm not doing this for any awards, rewards, or accolades. I'm doing this to help Jester and the 7 Memorial Forces. That alone is reward enough for me. Yikes. Whoa. Hey, where did you come from? I'm taking this and getting progress on that mission, and getting away from you in the process. I know I was the one who tried to engage you earlier, but that was before I realized that I didn't have a weapon. That wasn't my finest moment. Anyway, onwards to the next mission. Where am I? Some sort of tunnel with some weird pipe-like device in it? See, this was what I was talking about when I said any anomaly could be a threat. I don't know what this is, or who owns it. I just know that it looks a bit scary. If whoever owns the stairs threaten Jester, I will be on the front lines, filling up my shields. 68 and climbing. Oh, that's a mission too? That's the easiest one in the whole list. It's what the 7 Memorial Forces does naturally. Stealth splash, huh? Someone is registering on my sonar. I have to either be quiet, or be prepared. That sounded close. Are they right there? And what was that alarm? Too bad for you. I'm ready for you this time. Good effort, but better luck next time. Anyway, what was that wave? It didn't damage my systems or knock me back, so what was the point of it? I don't know, and I currently don't care. I will only care if they start acting like a threat. Until then, I will do what I'm told, and ask questions later. That's what any good soldier would do. Ha! This appears to be a spatial transportation system. Very fascinating. Does this use zero-point technology? We recently had a mission involving a zero-point shard. It wouldn't be out of the question for another zero-point shard to be somewhere around here as well. I've made it into a new place. My map says I came out near Sus Studios. That's not too far from where I was, but it's still a good piece to the west. According to my heads-up display, this is a particle accelerator. I find myself wondering if humans have also used this device safely. Was that woman I fought one of them? So many questions, so few answers. But I can't ask anyone to prove my theory. That would directly put a comrade in harm's way. Imagine if it did harm them somehow. I wouldn't be able to stand myself if I had caused that with my request. Score. I got some dual micro SMGs. This ought to help me light up my opponent. But really, the main prize is that vengeful sniper rifle. That's the weapon I have an active mission on. I just need to keep my wits about me. I have technically already completed 2 missions, so logistically, I am doing well. I don't have to worry about Jester being disappointed in me, or angry with me. Not that he ever was angry with me. But still, I just don't like the idea of failing him. I was built to protect and serve, so if I fail a mission, I failed to serve. With me already failing to protect him multiple times in the droid war, I can't have very many service failures as well, or I will be a complete failure. I believe I will take this anti-assault rifle. And now, I will survey the area that used to be behind me to see if I'm being pursued. I don't see anyone yet, but I didn't want to take a chance here. Better to be safe than to be sorry, right? Still nobody in sight. Complacency is just as bad as laziness for me though, so I need to keep a level head, and stay vigilant. The Stick of Truth mission still hasn't been completed. Imagine if I could do so. That would be satisfying. There's still nobody around. Maybe this place isn't very popular. Guess I have nothing but time, so I can finish what I was saying last match. The SDA isn't the only part of the 7 Memorial Forces to have checks and balances in place. Jester recently enlisted X-22 into Task Force X as an alternative option for Agent Fulcrum, to her dismay. But what she didn't realize at first is that they have equal experience with each other, effectively canceling each other out. For obvious reasons, I can't reveal either's true names. However, you have most likely seen mission footage of both by now. There's a chest beyond that door, but I can't get past it. Is there some way past, or am I mistaken about where that chest even is in the first place? I don't appear to be able to interact with this door or panel, either. And I certainly can't destroy either the panel or the door. I suppose this chest is a lost cause for now. Either way, I'm moving on. Anyway, back on the subject of checks and balances, that then brings us to the 2 main branches of the SMF itself, the SDA and SMC. If either were to go rogue again, the other has equal firepower to bring them down. Though to be honest, it's more likely to be the SDA that goes rogue again. I can't think of anybody in the Marine Corps who has a compromised mental capacity or are disillusioned from the original duty of the 7 or the 7 Memorial Forces. Hold that thought. I am picking up footsteps on my sonar. There you are. Engaging hostile. You're being quite clever so far, but how much longer can that save you? To be fair, you're not making it easy, so congratulations for actually putting up a fight. I do believe you had a slurp juice in your possession. You won't be needing it any longer. And I believe I just so happen to have a mission involving restoring health and shields. Anyway, meanwhile, all it would take is a virus or sure to cause another droid uprising. I suppose that's part of the reason why V1 infantry droids kept their engineer programming. They could be qualified to maintain the droids for Jester, leaving him free to strategize and coordinate with the rest of us. Or if not, there are commanders under him that can do that for him. All of these checks and balances make the next chance of a droid uprising statistically low. My sonar is detecting gunfire to my right. They don't appear to be too close, nor aiming directly at me. Anyway, we Kata tech droids are the least likely to turn. Even the more serious and stoic destroyer droids, which were directly ordered by Carnage, had a last-minute request to update their programming to ignore any orders from Neo Carnage, or anyone who Marty Jester explicitly says not to take orders from. From them onwards, which includes us Arctic series destroyers, and the Mark IIs we received during the Latvian War, that programming change has become standard. Although the warning they gave Jester was alarming. Our corrupted sisters are still active and plotting to destroy the 7? I'd heard from Jester that there were up to 11 that had been corrupted by a substance called chrome in the Chrome War. But what does that do? Clearly it's traumatic, as Jester refuses to talk about the incident, which is fine in most other contexts. But if we are about to get attacked by these mistakes of the past, we need intel on what they actually are. And if he can't tell us because the trauma makes him shut down, then I guess I'll just have to ask the Mark II destroyers instead. But I have to be gentle when I ask him, which shouldn't be a problem for me. There's an ammo box here. Searching it for Cat Holloway. Mostly light rounds for my dual micro SMGs. I also see a grenade over there, but I'm not interested in it. I will leave that for the V1 infantry droids, V3 heavy droids, and SMC heavy and assault troopers, to name a few. There are also some high-ranking soldiers that use these, but I'm currently not at liberty to discuss them. Anyway, I'm going to have to get a move on soon. If I'm to grab a vengeful sniper rifle and hit someone with it, I will need to act urgently. We are down to the top 13 loopers remaining. To wit, that is only 12 opponents who I can snipe, and there's no guarantee that I would be able to get a shot off before they overwhelmed me. Additionally, there's no guarantee that I can even find a vengeful sniper rifle without getting eliminated. All told, if it weren't for those car missions, I'd have a pretty low chance of success. But since I completed both car missions, I have effectively served Jester in a way. Whatever way that was. And typically, even missions many would consider comparatively minor tasks are accepted by Marty Jester. Missions like healing up, gaining shields, driving, surviving storm phases, and even gathering ammo, for example. They're not heavy hitters like eliminating opponents, hitting them from beyond a certain distance with certain weapons, retrieving important devices, intercepting communications, or anything that could be considered vital to winning a war. In the elimination and damage categories, this can be either taking down enemies in a faction or practicing for war. It could even be a way of proving yourself to a commanding officer, of which we've had to do several times. Word of mouth can only get you so far without actions to prove it. Accounts can be exaggerated. And this isn't just me saying, oh, you think you're tough? Prove it to me first. I'm also saying I understand that mindset. And it's not just strength and toughness. They also ask us to demonstrate our skills. Thunder from the Peace Syndicate is a prime example of this. Jester had to hit targets from a grind rail before getting his first assignment from the Peace Syndicate. And despite Jester's reservations, they did not betray us like the imagined Order has Zeta Beetle. Not that they would have survived said betrayal. Even without the Carnage symbiote, if there's one thing Marty Jester hates, it's being betrayed. That's a good way to demoralize forces right there. 6 opponents left, and still no vengeful sniper rifle. It seems every match of Zero build is luck of the draw. You get a certain hand of weapons and supplies, and depending on how you use them, you can either do really well, or get eliminated right off the bat. Hold that thought, Ivan.
Alright, so I can hang it over here. And then, once I get to a good launching point, I believe it'll go ahead and launch me right over. And there we go. Now, I'm gonna head on over to an classified canyon and get that part done. Might as well go on ahead and track the quest. There's also that stick of truth, but okay. Search containers or destroy objects. You know what? What is that? What is that? Is Is that an icon or is it a kite? Oh, I don't even... What even is that? Huh? Hmm. There is no way that a kite would have been that, big, far away, and then this little coming in. That was an icon. Alright, anyway. Time to move on. Grab this. And then smash this. Get in here. Alright. Alright. Enforcer. Alright. Deadeye. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this. Somebody over there. Nope. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I came here to do. Alright. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's get in here and get some stuff destroyed. Huh? Well, that didn't get you anywhere, did it? Okay. That little HVAC there. Take care of this. Okay. Take this out. Get rid of their filing cabinet. There we go. That finished it up. Get some more of that cred, whatever that is. $61. Oh, 67. Never mind. Whoa. Okay. I don't know what I was looking at just a minute ago, but, okay. Bye-bye. Try and catch me now. See you later. Alright. So, just to make sure. Huh. If you really thought it was that easy to catch me, then you then you are grab this. Okay. See you later. Now. Okay. Tanito? Okay. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but oh well. Probably some sort of last name or something. Alright. What's in here? I do have common weapons, so... nothing except for somebody's wardrobe. That's what's in here. Okay. Is this a studio? Okay. I think I see what that is. That's probably a set on location, and Sus Studios is probably making a shoot here. Alright. Cool beans. Going down. Try and catch me now. Alrighty. Pop that. Alright. I'm gonna replace my common with a rare. Okay. Okay. You know, I've never really figured out what that's supposed to be about. Like it just kind of puts up an alarm and then fires some sort of completely harmless energy around. Okay. Let's go through here. And then, perfectly real science, okay. Alright. So, I'm gonna go through here. And, bada boom. I'm out. Alright. That happens every once in a while, but, I still don't really get, what the point of it is. Huh? Somebody's over there. Okay. Ooh. I don't know what that sounded like, but... May not have eliminated him, but it sure hurt him and scared him. What was that? Somebody's up there. Oh, now I know what that is. That's that arc lightning gun. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Huh. Whoa, what was that? Oh. Sniper duel? Oh, and Juice World? Come on, then. What the? Die. Oh, crap. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was something.